As I've studied human health and wellness for decades, I've watched a concerning trend develop among our senior population. Despite eating what they believe are healthy diets, many older Americans suffer from declining strength, foggy thinking, and unexplained fatigue. The CDC reports that heart disease remains the leading cause of death for those over 65, with nutrition playing a crucial role in prevention. The protein paradox: 3 foods sabotaging your health, and 3 that restore vitality. After 65, discover why conventional wisdom about protein might be holding back your health and longevity. For American seniors over 65, the journey to maintain strength, cognitive clarity, and independence takes an unexpected turn when we examine the latest research about protein. The conventional wisdom you followed for decades may actually be undermining your health. While overlooked nutritional treasures could transform your energy, mobility, and resilience against age-related decline, the silent crisis affecting millions of American seniors. What's truly concerning is that research now suggests up to 45% of older Americans aren't meeting their protein needs, with women over 65 being particularly vulnerable. This protein deficit comes at precisely the time when our bodies need more protein, not less, to maintain muscle mass, organ function, and overall vitality. The cause? A perfect storm of misleading dietary guidelines, profit-driven food industry recommendations, and misunderstandings about how aging bodies process nutrients. 3 protein sources that may be undermining your health. 1. Processed protein products, the convenience trap. Those protein bars, shakes, and enriched products marketed specifically to seniors often contain hidden sugars, inflammatory oils, and synthetic additives that can trigger systemic inflammation. This inflammation doesn't just cause discomfort, it accelerates the very aging processes you're trying to prevent. What makes these processed proteins particularly troubling is how they're often positioned as health foods. That protein bar claiming to deliver complete nutrition might be delivering a complex blend of inflammatory compounds, artificial sweeteners, and processed oils that tax your digestive system and promote inflammation. For seniors already managing health conditions like arthritis, diabetes, or cognitive concerns, these inflammatory triggers can significantly undermine your body's natural healing processes. The momentary convenience of these products often comes at a substantial cost to your long-term wellness. 2. Plant-based protein. Imposters. The incomplete story. The recent push toward plant-based eating has merit for many health concerns, but for seniors facing sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, relying exclusively on plant proteins can accelerate decline rather than prevent it. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition reveals that plant proteins typically provide substantially less leucine, the essential amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis. For adults over 65, the ability to build and maintain muscle becomes increasingly dependent on leucine-rich protein sources. What's often not mentioned in plant-based advocacy is that seniors need approximately 30–35% more plant protein to achieve the same muscle-preserving effects as animal protein. This increased volume can be challenging for older adults who often experience naturally diminished appetites. The most concerning aspect is that exclusive reliance on plant proteins without careful supplementation can lead to deficiencies in vitamin B12, zinc, and certain essential amino acids that become even more crucial after 65 for maintaining cognitive function, immune strength, and tissue repair. 3. Low-fat dairy products, the calcium compromise. For decades, seniors have been encouraged to choose low-fat or fat-free dairy products to support bone health while avoiding cardiovascular concerns. However, emerging research suggests this approach may be counterproductive for overall health. When dairy fat is removed, the bioavailability of its calcium and fat-soluble vitamins is significantly reduced. Additionally, many low-fat dairy products compensate for flavor loss by adding sugars and stabilizers that can disrupt metabolic health. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that contrary to conventional wisdom, full-fat dairy consumption was not associated with increased cardiovascular disease risk, and in some populations was linked to better metabolic health outcomes, particularly in older adults. The mineral absorption from low-fat dairy products is significantly less efficient than from their whole food counterparts, meaning that despite conscientious consumption, you may not be receiving the bone protective benefits you're seeking. 3 protein powerhouses that restore vitality after 65. 1. Wild-caught fatty fish, nature's anti-aging medicine. Wild-caught salmon, mackerel, and sardines offer an exceptional combination of high-quality protein and anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids that address multiple age-related concerns simultaneously. Research from Harvard Medical School demonstrates that the unique fatty acid profile in these fish contributes to preserved brain volume and improved cognitive function in adults over 65. This isn't just about preventing decline. These nutrients actively support neural resilience and communication pathways. For seniors concerned about cardiovascular health, the American Heart Association notes that omega-3s from fatty fish help maintain healthy blood pressure, reduce inflammation in blood vessels, and support balanced cholesterol profiles. These benefits make fatty fish particularly valuable for seniors managing multiple health considerations. Beyond their brain and heart benefits, the anti-inflammatory properties of fatty fish help ease joint discomfort and support mobility. The naturally occurring astaxanthin in salmon, which gives it that beautiful pink color, is one of nature's most powerful antioxidants, helping neutralize the free radicals that contribute to tissue damage and accelerated aging. What makes wild-caught fish especially valuable for seniors is their exceptional nutrient density combined with easy digestibility. The proteins in fish are gentler on aging digestive systems, and their soft texture makes them accessible even for those with dental concerns. 2. Pasture-raised eggs, the perfect protein package. Eggs from pasture-raised hens represent one of nature's most complete nutritional packages, providing highly bioavailable protein alongside essential nutrients that support healthy aging. Each egg delivers approximately 6 to 7 grams of complete protein with an ideal balance of essential amino acids, including leucine, which is critical for maintaining muscle mass after 65. What's particularly valuable for seniors is how easily the body can utilize egg protein. It scores at the top of protein efficiency measurements. Beyond protein, eggs provide choline, a nutrient that over 90% of Americans don't get enough of. Choline supports brain health, liver function, and cellular membrane integrity, all of which become increasingly important with age. The National Institute on Aging has linked adequate choline intake to better cognitive outcomes in older adults. Contrary to outdated concerns, research now demonstrates that moderate egg consumption does not increase cardiovascular risk for most people. In fact, the phospholipids in egg yolks can actually support healthy cholesterol transport in the body. For seniors on fixed incomes, eggs also represent one of the most economical high-quality protein sources available, providing exceptional nutritional value per dollar compared to many other protein options. 3. Small portions of nutrient-dense organ meats, nature's multivitamin. This recommendation might surprise you, but small amounts of organ meats like liver from grass-fed animals can be extraordinarily beneficial for seniors. These traditional foods, once common in our grandparents' generation, are among the most nutrient-concentrated options available. Just one serving of grass-fed liver provides more vitamin B12 than almost any other food source. Significant because B12 deficiency affects up to 20% of seniors, according to research from the National Institute on Aging. Many symptoms mistakenly attributed to normal aging, fatigue, memory lapses, tingling in extremities, are actually signs of B12 deficiency that can be addressed through nutrition. Beyond B12, organ meats provide highly bioavailable forms of iron, vitamin A, choline, selenium, zinc, and CoQ10, nutrients that support energy production, immune function, vision, and cognitive clarity. For seniors experiencing unexplained fatigue or cognitive fog, these nutrient-dense options can provide remarkable revitalization. What makes organ meats particularly valuable for senior wellness is their efficiency. Just a small amount provides substantial nutrition. This matters for seniors with diminished appetites or limited food budgets. A single serving of liver, just 2 to 3 ounces, delivers more nutrition than much larger portions of most other foods. The key is moderation and quality. Small portions of these nutrient-dense foods, enjoyed once or twice weekly, can provide targeted nourishment without overwhelming aging digestive systems. When sourced from pasture-raised animals, these traditional foods connect us with the wisdom of previous generations who intuitively understood their value. The ripple effect of protein choices on overall health. Understanding how your protein choices affect your health requires looking beyond immediate effects to consider longer-term impacts. First-order effects. Direct impacts. When you choose inflammatory protein sources like highly processed products, your body experiences immediate increases in inflammatory markers, blood pressure fluctuations, and digestive strain. Conversely, when you choose anti-inflammatory options like wild-caught fish, your body receives immediate support for brain function, heart health, and cellular repair. These direct effects accumulate day after day, meal after meal. For seniors whose bodies recover more slowly from inflammatory challenges, these daily choices create either compounding benefits or compounding challenges. Second-order effects, downstream impacts. The truly fascinating aspect of nutrition lies in these secondary effects. When inflammation is reduced through better protein choices, you may notice improved energy, clearer thinking, and better sleep, which then enable more physical activity, social engagement, and cognitive stimulation. This creates a positive spiral. Better food choices lead to feeling better, which enables more activity, which strengthens your body, which further improves how you feel. For seniors concerned about maintaining independence, this positive cycle becomes increasingly important. Conversely, inflammatory food choices can create negative spirals. Increased inflammation leads to fatigue and discomfort, which reduces activity, which accelerates muscle loss, which further reduces energy and independence. The power of your protein choices extends far beyond nutrition. They influence your daily energy, mood, and capability. This is why seemingly small dietary decisions carry such significance for healthy aging. Practical implementation. Making these changes work for you. The good news is that improving your protein choices doesn't require dramatic overnight changes. Small, consistent adjustments can create meaningful improvements. Start with addition rather than elimination. Begin by adding 1 serving of fatty fish weekly before worrying about reducing less optimal proteins. Embrace the power of food pairing. When eating plant proteins, pair them with small amounts of animal proteins to enhance their nutritional impact. Make breakfast a protein priority. Starting your day with 25-30 grams of quality protein helps establish metabolic stability that carries throughout the day. Consider your personal history and preferences. Your cultural background and food traditions matter. Look for ways to honor these while making thoughtful adjustments. Focus on quality over quantity. Smaller portions of higher quality proteins often provide greater satisfaction and nutrition than larger amounts of lower quality options. The case for protein optimization in healthy aging. The information I've shared today represents both ancient wisdom and modern scientific understanding. Traditional cultures naturally gravitated toward nutrient-dense protein sources like organ meats and fatty fish, intuitively recognizing their value. Modern research now confirms what our ancestors somehow knew. These foods contain exceptional nourishment for aging bodies. For American seniors in 2025, this knowledge offers a path to more vibrant, independent living. By thoughtfully selecting proteins that support rather than challenge your aging body, you provide yourself with the foundational resources needed for continued strength, clarity, and resilience. Remember that while there's power in knowing which proteins to avoid, there's even greater power in knowing which to embrace. Every meal offers an opportunity to nourish your future self, to provide your body with exactly what it needs to maintain the energy, mobility, and clarity you value. The wonderful thing about nutrition is that your body begins responding to improvements almost immediately. Within days of making better protein choices, inflammatory markers can decrease, energy can improve, and you may notice subtle enhancements in how you feel. As we conclude our exploration of protein choices for healthy aging, I encourage you to take one small step this week toward more supportive selections. Perhaps try a new preparation of wild-caught salmon. Experiment with adding a soft-boiled egg to your morning routine. Explore recipes that make small amounts of organ meats more appealing. Whatever step you choose, know that your body will respond with appreciation to these supportive choices. The resilience of the human body, even into our 70s, 80s, and beyond, is truly remarkable when given appropriate nourishment. I'd love to hear about your experiences with these recommendations. What protein choices have you found most supportive for your senior wellness journey? Which changes seem most manageable for your lifestyle? What state or country are you watching from? Please share in the comments below. Your insights help our entire community grow together. If you found this information valuable, please consider subscribing to our channel for more senior health tips and natural approaches to healthy aging. Together, we can redefine what aging looks like, maintaining strength, clarity, and joy throughout our golden years. Thank you for joining me today in this exploration of how thoughtful protein choices can transform senior health and vitality. Here's to your continued wellness and vibrant living.